I have some very sad news for some of you out there. Might come as a shock to you, but the moon landing never occurred. I know the history books say otherwise. I know that there are thousands of people out there that would love to argue with me that it did. My determination has been made on common sense observation. Take the Apollo 11 lunar lander. Take a very close look at this thing, okay? This is airtight, which means it's watertight, right? In order to keep the astronauts alive in the vacuum of space, it would have to be airtight. Look at it from another angle. Is that paper mache? Is that aluminum foil? Is that like some party popper material or balloon material from Party City? Whatever it is, this is what you want to try to make me believe that they survived the moon's atmosphere in. If you truly believe the moon landing occurred, then you'd be perfectly okay with putting your family and everyone you love in that capsule and dropping it in the ocean for 25-30 minutes. You have no cause for concern. It survived the moon's surface. Look at that construction. All right, forget the family and loved ones thing. That's going a little far. Let's take you. Let's put you in it and drop it in the ocean for 5 minutes. How sure are you that you would survive in this? I have to be honest when I tell you. I wouldn't put much trust into that American engineering, that's for sure. Would you? Now, if you can admit that you wouldn't bet your life on the structural integrity of this contraption, then we have a common ground or share the common sense required in order to move forward. If you still want to argue that it occurred, then you must be with them. Them being NASA, the supporters of the fraud. Wernher von Braun is one of the original NASA scientists. He was a Nazi. Yeah, the United States basically took a lot of Nazi scientists after the World War II and brought them over and created NASA with them. This is a known fact. Why would the United States offer sanctuary to Nazi scientists? Your guess is as good as mine. But this particular scientist wrote a book back in 1952 that had a character in it that led the Martian government named Elon. Now, it's just pure coincidence, right? That Elon is now today's Wernher von Braun. With his fantastic plans of building a base on the moon and colonizing Mars and just feeding a bunch of bullshit to the American people that seem to have no choice but to eat it. Because he is the richest man in the world, it makes him beyond reproach. He can tell you the impossible is possible, and you are forced to invest in it. Considering von Braun had a book with a character Elon in it, and Elon at the Trump rally after the presidential election win comes out and gives a Nazi salute, it's pure coincidence. This means my heart goes out to you. Or could it be that he has somehow been placed in the position he is in to continue the fraud upon the American people? Let's take a look at his latest accomplishment. Now let's take a look at that again. Take a real close look at this. Doesn't this look real? Wow, amazing. Now to give you some context about the conditions in which this amazing event occurred, there was a gallery of people that witnessed this indoors on a monitor. No one witnessed this outside except for Elon and his family. Oh, and one person who was employed by SpaceX to describe what he's seeing firsthand that the others indoors can't see without the aid of television monitors. I've come to accept the fact that it is just a very sad reality where we will be forced to repeat history, making the same mistakes as we did before, for one of three reasons. Because the American people are either too stupid to see the fraud, too scared to speak out about it, or they're a part of it. Until we, the people, start to speak out about it, it has to be one of those three. So which are you? Stupid, scared, or a part of it? Until you find your truth, keep looking.